Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and it's time for me to introduce the Vintage Chic Collection to you all, or should I say chic? There's no K on the end, so maybe it is Vintage Chic. And this is a refreshed collection from Creative Memories that they came out with a couple weeks ago. But with my traveling to help out my mom with her procedure, I am just getting on to introduce it to y'all now. So let's get to it. Here we go. We have a new tool, the Elegant Diamond Decorative Border Punch, or maybe it's not a new tool. I don't know. I don't have this one. Y'all can let me know if this is a refresh as well, because I've just been doing Creative Memories for a few years now, and I don't know all the products from the before, I guess we'll say. This collection did also have a companion trio card kit with it. I'll go ahead and show y'all real quick what the cards look like. You have With Love, Totally Blessed, and Cheers to You that were inspired by the collection. So we always get bonus pieces in our card kits as well. So you might want to check that out. And now into the actual collection. This one I want to tell y'all is a little bit different. The designer paper pack, first of all, let me hold it up so you can see which cardstocks coordinate with the collection. Y'all know I usually take a little creative license to add to it as I see fit, because from time to time I just get inspired and that's what I do. So with these pages, it's a 12, is it a 12 pack? Hang on, let me go back. It's 12 sheets of our double-sided paper. However, one of the things you'll notice that's a little different about this one is there are 12 actual different double-sided sheets in this collection, whereas most of the time our 12 packs have 6 double-sided sheets. And so that's what our tone on tone is, the 6 double-sided, but the 12 pack has 12 different designs. So bear that in mind. You might want to get a second pack of this one if you know you want to do a 2-page layout with 2 matching pages versus like a chevron here and a chevron there in 2 different colors. If you want 2 of, for example, the orange chevron or the crisscross orange, you're going to need to buy a second paper pack because this only has the one of each design. So let's go ahead and introduce these. This is our orange chevron. You can see it does have some weathered look to it. The back side is our crisscross orange. Really pretty. There you go. We have our chevron purple. And let me hold that up so then I can show you the back side of that one. That one again has that little bit of a weathered look to it as well. Back side of this one is our crisscross purple. Go figure. Sometimes there is a method to the way things are done. Go figure, you know. And damask brown is next. Very pretty. I really like this one a lot. Back side of this one is our stripe in brown, and this also has you can see a little bit of that weathered look on it as well. We have our damask purple next. So there you go. There's a closer look at that one. And it also does have kind of a 2-tone look in the corners. It gets a little darker. Followed by our stripe purple on the back side of that one. Damask orange is next. So that one's definitely, this reminds me a little bit of the 60s and 70s. Back side of this one is our ornate damask. Okay, let's see if we can get that one to show up well. A bit washed out a little bit because of the light background. There we go. You can see there's definitely some light blue in there, and then also that craft brown color as well. Okay, that one was our, hang on. Now we're on the diamond damask. Okay. It's like I looked them all up in the last night, and so I have to make sure I get the right one. You can definitely see those diamonds in there with the orange and the light blue again. And then we have our flourish brown next. So this one is again that kind of craft paper brown ink tone on the page. Geometric blue is what this one is called. So here you go. Closer look at that. It is definitely in the lighter tones of blues. Swirls brown is next. You can see that there. I wonder, you can might want to use them this way as well, or maybe this way. So this one can have quite a few looks as well. Floral blue is what this one is up next with the white background, and again the light blue tone with our florals on this page. Backside of this one is our dotted circles in cream. So the color on this one is just a little bit lighter than the other one that I was calling craft paper. Floral cream is next. So again, this is just a lighter tone overall. It's still in that brown family, but just kind of subtle, very light, almost as if somebody delicately inked the page. Dotted circles blue is our next page one, pattern as well. And then we go into our flourish orange. So you go from light to kind of dark and yellow here with the orange, with the yellow highlight, almost, day glowy highlights, but it does again have that darker corners, kind of like we saw in the violet one as well. Back side of this one is our stripe in orange. Again, that wear pattern that we saw on our other stripe pages and a couple of the other pages as well. Flourish is next. There we go. This does have some of that light blue, the orange, and the darker kind of craft paper brown again. And ornate damask brown is the back side of that page. You can see again we have a little bit of that wear pattern showing through again. Geometric purple. And instead of being darker at the corner, it's a little bit lighter at the corner on this one. Followed by our swirls in blue. So the same thing we saw in brown, this one is just with the lighter blue tone again. That is your designer paper pack. Like I said, it has 12 sheets, front and back, but you're only getting one of each pattern. So for our tone on tone though, this one is more like our traditional paper packs where you're going to have 2 sheets of each pattern, front and back. Let me fix my little stack here a moment. Tone on tone. Again, here are your coordinating papers, and I can already see where your light blue is going to also probably be added as well to that. Maybe even a little canary possibly. Well, we'll see what I feel like when I start designing with this. This tonal pack starts with the dotted circles in orange, again with that kind of worn look to the paper again. Back side of that one is our dotted circles in cream. So very light, very subtle again. diamonds in brown. Those always show up easier. The darker colors always show up easier on camera. Our diamonds in cream. Let's see if I can even... Yeah, I think y'all can see that. Subtle, but it's there. It's essentially the same pattern, but much, much lighter. And again, still a little bit washed out. Circles brown is our next pattern here. Followed by circles in purple. I added the in. Circles purple is what it really, the designers call this one. And flourish blue. So this one is a little bit of a darker tone than what's in the other paper pack. Not quite as light, but it does have the same kind of tonal ink on there. And then we have flourish purple. So you can see again, we have the purple on purple, kind of like we had the blue on blue. And again, those white areas are added to the design as well to show a little bit of wear and tear, I guess. I don't know if that's why the vintage part of this or not. Wedge orange. Those are wedges. This one can go, again, a couple of different directions. We'll see what I wind up doing with that. And then we also have our wedge in brown here. The same pattern that we saw just a moment ago in orange in the brown. We have cream, well, swirls cream here. So kind of like what we saw in our other paper pack with the brown. We have complementary with the cream color. And then swirls blue. Again, a slightly darker tone than what is in the other paper pack. So there we go. How are y'all feeling about our Vintage Chic collection? Do you have a favorite color, a favorite pattern that you're seeing as I'm presenting it? Part of our Buy It All bundle also had the ABC 123 stickers. So these are to coordinate nicely with the Vintage Chic collection. We have several of each letter, and you can see as I hold these up. And it does have kind of that worn look again at the corners, the way we saw in several of the designer papers. So the designers are definitely consistent in what they do. We also have our ands or the along the bottom here, which is kind of nice to have those easy words to add to our pages. And then my favorite, always the mats. We have our 4x6 mats right here that I'm going to do a quick flip through. I will hold them closer to the camera so you all can see those a little bit better too. Again, these have that little bit of wear and tear on them as well. That one is more of our blue tone. And you know what? I'm going to just dull that just a little bit so it's not washing out quite as much. Pure happiness. I actually have some sunshine coming in the window here. I forget that I'm not in Washington State anymore. To get used to there actually being a little sunshine here in the fall. There's those flourishes again, and they always coordinate the designs so nicely with our matte packs, which is partially why I love using them so much. Just makes it so easy to get your photos onto the pages. Here we go. That one says, "This is the good life." Oh, you can see it. That's great. And this has just some, I don't know, it looks like a very old piece of like ledger paper for something. Kind of cool. There's our grid. Whoops, I put that one upside down. Month of, yep, there we go, ledger paper. And some more flourishes, a little bit of banners here. All right. There's our blessings. Some more of those swirling circles. moments to remember and cherish every day. So that's the 4x6 cards in our map pack. Let's go ahead and give the 4.5 by 6.5 a quick look as well. If I can get them apart here. I think that's always the biggest challenge, is making sure to get everything apart as we go. There's those dotted circles in that lighter blue that the camera's having a harder time showing up, and this is just a more of a plain washed out blue there. Here's some more dotted circles in the brown with a little more washed out brown on the back side. I can see we're probably going to be using more of the dotted circle side, but you never know. You might want something that's just orange to really highlight your photo behind it. This is that cream with the dotted circles, and again, more of a cream tone on the back side there. Okay, what do we call those, wedges? I think so. All right. Some blues. Some more of that purple. And then some flourish. And a few stripes. We didn't really have stripes too much in our collection. I guess we did have those large stripes, but some more narrower stripes in our mats this time. And there it is. That's the rest of our mat pack. Okay. Always look forward to working with those. And now here is our embellishment pack. And I'll say there were a lot of embellishments this time in the embellishment pack. I will hold them up and you can see we have some that I kind of put sideways, but I think, we could also use them on the page this way. So I think there's definitely going to be some interesting options with our embellishments this time. Here's the next page. We did have some duplicates as well in the patterns. As you can see, I did try to put some of those together, but it was kind of late last night when I was putting this together. So whether I got them all together or not is another issue. That's okay. It doesn't really matter because they're not going on the scrapbook page right now. And I know my librarian friends are going to recognize and love the little cards that they used to have in the back of the library books when you used to go to check them out. Those are definitely a blast from the past for me, for sure, with librarians in my family. And then we also have our pocket embellishment pack. And with this one, we actually got, there was 3 of each embellishment, as you can see. I think, this definitely is interesting. I mean, there are some possibilities for sure. This one immediately, I thought of a card and putting a gift card into a card, and that a nice pocket for that. You could use it to hold little memorabilia on your pages as well. Put it on top of your page protectors. There's quite a few possibilities with these. They're really kind of unique and beautiful in their own way. This one has like a little postmark on it even as well. And these are the similar pattern on both sides in the purple. So that, as they say, is that for our collection introduction. Thank you so much for joining me and sticking with me. Going through all that, it definitely was a little bit of a longer intro than with our other collection I introduced to you today. I will be back live for the virtual crop. I'm thinking on Monday morning. I have another college tour to do with my daughter, so it's going to be another hectic week around my house, and I am hoping to fit in some filming as well. I will not have a filmed video coming out this week. I am hoping to even just film a couple of shorts for some of those new tools that I haven't had a chance to do those on yet. What else? Oh, don't forget to hit my community tab and vote for the virtual crop. The poll is up. And then I hit a mental block for the tool part. If y'all want to see a technique or tool shown during the virtual crop, put it in the comments of the post that's there. I love to show off a lot of our different products, and I showed off quite a few during the September virtual crop. And if you'd like to see more of that, please just let me know what you would like to see, or I might be just introducing some as I design based on the sketches that come out this coming Friday. So that's it for now. I'll see y'all hopefully on Monday morning. Until next time.